Allway. Respect, understanding, and tolerance for all life. Allway is not a religion, but rather a spiritual way of being. The basis is the belief in God and respecting and understanding ourselves, others, and our Creator. The original symbol for Allway is the cross centered into a triangle, representing the cross inserted into the Trinity. The last symbol, which is a Y with an equal sign, represents not a mathematical meaning, but rather stands for alignment. All three together make the statement of alignment for God and ourselves. That would be the cross, the triangle, and the Y with the equal sign. The basic structure of belief for Allway is all are under God. This includes Jesus, Satan, angels, demons, heaven, and hell, all living things or dead in every environment and in every plane of existence. For all these do exist under the direct care of God. Avoid all those unhealthy, and that means all. Love God, your family, and children. Take care of them. In the end, people come and go, but God and family never dies. Amen. Respect, understanding, and tolerance for all life and selves. Respect and love yourself for whom and what you are, no matter what anyone else thinks. Also respect others' environments and belongings. Everyone and everything has worth and beauty. Everyone and everything also has both beauty and ugliness in it, just depending on how one looks at it. Keep balance within your life and self. See both sides of the coin. Make sure that you're aware of this always. Respect, understand, and examine yourself and others. This is important. Once you respect and understand yourselves as well as others, it makes the understanding and tolerance of others easier. Just a reminder, tolerance does not take the place of acceptance. You might understand and respect, even tolerate, but this does not mean one has to accept. Finally, if the matter at hand is unacceptable and going to cause or lead to harm, this also stands for the opinions of others. Someone's opinion does not make it fact or correct, just simply an opinion. Don't just do what others say. Question whether it is healthy. Remember, behaving simply for profit can also cost you in the end. We must tolerate all life. We may not agree nor prefer each other, but we must tolerate and respect each other and all life. Even though we may not prefer each other, we all possess traits and information that can help each other. For example, I do not like this person or their people, but I must tolerate them because they may have information that can help me grow and survive. Destroying others may end up only destroying you and your people. Be aware of yourself and other people's ways. Think to yourself and remember, what if it was you? Be careful what you share. You may be trying to help, and in turn you only end up hurting. We must tolerate others whether we like them or not, and we all deserve a place without a threat of others. In addition, respect, understand, and tolerate others' dwellings, belongings, and environments, unless harmful. For example, personal belongings, land, and housing. Do not steal or destroy others' land, belonging, and environments. Take care of yourself, your house, and belongings. Respect others' houses as well. Clean, recycle, and waste nothing. This is important. Creatures big and small. The human hand has a way of building and helping as well as hurting and destroying because it can grasp. Alright? Besides us, creatures big and small and seedlings are affected by this. A creature big and small stands for animals and insects, basically any life that does not possess human hands. The term seedling stands for trees, plants, and seeds. These creatures need help and protection. Creatures big and small, including seedlings, need love and protection from those trying to abuse and destroy them and their environments. For example, physical abuse or deforestation. The 10. Number 1, no weapons of mass destruction. This includes chemical and livestock. Number 2, no murder. Number 3, no violent or malicious behavior. Number 4, no child reared in sexuality. Number 5, no dishonesty in life or business. Number 6, no rape. Number 7, no incest. Number 8, no slavery. Number 9, no worshiping false idols. And number 10, no unnecessary suffering. 10 explained. Number 1, no weapons of mass destruction. This includes chemicals and livestock, meaning any weapon, chemical, or livestock that is to be used for massive planetary destruction or harm. This basically means no bombs, chemical warfare, including disease or animals. Be careful what you make, harvest, or use in massive or even small amounts. Just because you can make or use these things does not mean that you should. Be careful what you teach and say, because mind control can also destroy in devastating numbers. This goes for verbal mind control, and do not make mechanical mind control devices. Don't make others sick or point a sick person to power. If you are sick, recognize it and keep your sickness to yourself. Don't push others in the same direction. Seek help. Number 2, no murder, meaning killing of any kind. You are responsible for this in life and will be judged in death. If you do take a life on accident, the repercussions are not as severe. Accidents happen, and God understands. If one takes a life on purpose, it is broken down to necessity or malicious behavior. Necessity means for food or for protection. In regard to killing for the food chain, please be grateful and with sorrow. Yet know God created life. Yet know God created the circle of life, and all must eat and survive. In regard to self-protection, always protect yourself. If someone is truly trying to kill you, you do everything in your power to disarm them first. Do not kill unless absolutely necessary. Malicious is straight malice and intentional killing. This is the most punishable by God, especially when it comes to acts against children and those in weaker positions. For example, the elderly, animals, and those incapable of self-defense. If murder is committed, look back as to why you did this. Was it out of anger, power, or jealousy? Be remorseful and ask for forgiveness. You do not want to die with malice on your hands. Number 3, no violent or malicious behavior. Means do not be violent, mean, or malicious toward others. Do not strike another physically. Do not act with malice intent, meaning do not purposely act in hate and harm others with your mouth, mind, hands, or your acts. Do you want another to act this way towards you? Treat others with respect, even if you don't like them. Go the other way or pay attention to something else. Go on about your life and business. Avoid or do not avoid, but do not reach your hand, mind, and mouth out in malicious behavior. In addition, do not use others as puppets or instruments to harm another either. Keep your hate, anger, and sickness to yourself and work to heal. Things have a way of coming back around on us. Number 4, my favorite. No child marriage and sexuality. Means do not touch nor look at a child in a sexual manner. Do not ever molest or touch a child this way. Children are children, and they are not sexually mature, and they know this is wrong. This puts children in fear and makes them sick mentally. Molestation, besides murder, is the biggest crime under God and is never tolerated. This often occurs in an adult when they themselves were molested or touched as children, and grows and repeats into adulthood. If you are sick this way, you must work hard to change this. Try to keep this out of your mind. Find a wife, husband, or partner to engage with sexually. Absolutely never a child. In addition, do not ask children to engage sexually with each other. Let them learn and grow on their own. If you are a child afflicted by molestation and your parents or others push you towards this, do anything possible to seek help. Run or leave if you must. Masturbation to oneself, not openly in front of others unless it is your partner. Remember, this is not a sin, yet made to help us learn about our own likes and dislikes. It is encouraged for self-gratification and growth. Also, never touch nor abuse animals sexually. Species, not types. Types meaning interracial, are made for each other for a reason. Number 5, no dishonesty in life or business. Means keep honest and honorable in every aspect of your life and business. Be honest. with each other and with yourself. If you lie, one can not truly help or trust you. Dishonest means distrust, meaning you cannot be trusted or relied on. Manipulate means to change things to work better for ourselves. We all manipulate, yet it is how it is done that gets us into trouble. Do what you say and mean, or do not say it. This doesn't mean be honest to the point of painting others. Just be careful on how you put things. If you know one is untrustworthy, do not engage with them. Don't cover up dishonesty for others either. Let people pay for what they do. Karma exists, and every action has a reaction. Number 6, no rape. Meaning in every way, physically, mentally, and environmentally. Absolutely never rape another person or child. Never rape another of their thoughts or emotions. And never rape an environment. Rape physically is devastating to the heart, mind, and mind. What if it happened to you? This, besides molestation, is something that scars the mind and soul. Rape mentally is also devastating. This act robs one of their own thoughts and is dangerous. Let others think on their own. Do not rape the environment, meaning deplete without replenish. Give back what you take. And let's see. No incest, which is number 7, means no incest means have sexual relations with other family members. This is important. This is important not to do because of morale and DNA. We are meant to breed outward, not inward. We must look to others sexually when it comes to breeding for strength. DNA is the building blocks of our physical makeup, and incest suffocates this action from occurring. Incest breaks down our genes or DNA, and interbreeding stops strength in our bodies and affects us mentally. For example, cannibalism. We are what we eat. In incest, we are what we breed with. Incest comes from ease of access, meaning it's easier to rape or touch another family member than others. Incest severely affects us mentally, meaning we know by instinct what is wrong. It also hinders our ability to look towards others sexually, and it makes family members want each other for comfort and is enforced by feelings of comfort or fear. Number 8, no slavery. This also means of any kind. Do not make others your slave. Ask them to do work. Do not make them, and pay them well. We should never take others and make them ours to do what we please. Slavery comes from others feeling above certain kinds of people or things, and in turn making them feel less powerful by mind control or by force. For example, slavery by race, gender, or age. Just because you're a different species, color, male or female, adult or child, you are not made to be slaves for others. Work together, not by force. Number 9, no worshiping false idols. Means do not ever worship, this is my other favorite, means do not ever worship any other god or angel but God itself. Satan is not God, neither is Jesus. Know this. God is our mother and father, the one who created and resides over all. Even Satan cannot handle this. Satan cowers in comparison to God and its own creations. This rule also includes all angels and gods worshipped around the world and the universe. If you worship another, then you fall short of the power and love God created for everyone and everything. Respect is different. One may respect other gods and angels, but never worship. Do not be afraid to worship God over Satan. God will protect you. Be strong. You must overcome. And number 10, God's favorite. No unnecessary suffering. Well, besides number 9. This means never suffer unnecessarily for others, Satan, or yourselves. God has us suffer to grow within ourselves, to grow for strength. Satan and others make you suffer for power and control. God never does this. Do not suffer for others. If you know you're going to suffer, examine the reason and make a sound judgment as to why you should or should not move forward. Keep yourself safe and protected from harm and unnecessary suffering. That is Allway, the verbal breakdown part 1, and soon I will have a breakdown of part number 2. Thank you and have a good day.